Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. And starting off with Euro USD, nothing much has changed on this pair. We are pretty much still range bound, and you can see this week so far has been one little squirt up, and then we keep selling off the 33 EMA. So we are sideways on the higher time frames, and if we come down to the hour, we are pretty much still sideways to a degree, but I think yesterday was a bit of a consolidation. If you look at the move last week was a pretty strong move down, then Monday up, and then straight into sideways price action. We need to clear through this. I'm still sitting on the sides with Euro USD. There's two directions that I'm looking for. One would be down, and that's a break of 112.353, and a break above 113.543 gets me looking for longs. But moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, we had a little bit of a squirt, and we've actually broken through some structure, which is pretty interesting. So if we come down to the hour, you'll see pretty solid move yesterday. So for me, we have the moving averages pointing up. We've broken through structure, and I would be looking for an opportunity to buy into this. What we're looking for is a measured move here of roughly that. So that takes us to 114.377. So what we're looking for is a pullback onto structure. Here's the first bit of structure that we have, which is 113.900, and the second bit of structure is down here at 113.791. So pull back into that area, and we start getting some decent price action. In other words, pin bars, engulfing bars, or inside bars off that level. I'd definitely be looking for an opportunity to buy into that. So that would also be a retest of the moving averages. British pound, Japanese yen, still very much sideways. This week has been up. So we are kind of at the top of what little structure is here. So there is the top, and let's just get the bottom in as well. And there is the bottom. So that is the range. Now, we did break through it last week, but came straight back into it. And if we look at the hour, you'll see another one where another yen pair basically that sort of bolted a little bit to the top of its structure. And what we're looking for again is to see if this holds. So again, moving averages have crossed over. I'm looking for a retest of structure. The closest bit of structure that we do have here is 158.24. My concern with this is that we are sideways and we are in a range. So technically we're top of range at the moment. So we could have a move deeper down. So at the moment, this is an area to be watching, 150.800. And then a little bit lower down is another bit of structure, which would also be pretty interesting, and that's 154.30. So that's the zone that I'd be waiting for. See if price can come back in there, and again look for inside bars, pin bars, or engulfing bars off those levels, and take the trade to the upside on the break of that structure. So that's kind of the sort of half-hearted positions that I've got. Well, not positions, but moves that I can see happening. My gut is telling me we're just going to continue sideways. So in other words, it's going to range until the new year. Euro British pound, definitely ranging, and definitely nothing really here to write home about. So we've broken above the moving averages. We've got above it again. Then we rejected, and now we're down back at the 155 again. And remember, this pair, every time we get above it, we tend to come back below it. And that's been the sort of the mode for the whole year so far, well, at least since April. And there's nothing at the moment that indicates that that's going to change. So if you look at this, above the moving averages, below the moving averages, above the moving averages, below the moving averages, that is a range or confusion. So that's the way I'd be trading this. We did get above the structure, as I said yesterday, but there's a pin bar off the level. So your entry would have been up there. So a break, So a break of that pin bar. So on the 15 minutes, like a 15-minute close above that pin bar, that would have been your opportunity to go long, and then the stop below the pin bar. That's what I mean by getting in and sort of above the structure. So that didn't materialize. You can see it just continued to the downside. This pin bar is hanging in the middle of nowhere, so obviously it's not a trading opportunity. You're looking for trading opportunities off structure. This gap is still open, so I suspect the gap is going to close. So possibly you're probably going to have a 50-50 chance of buying off 0.84890, which is the bottom of the range. So the gap closes and then looking for a move to the top of the range again. Personally, I'm just going to sit on the sides. I don't like this sideways price action at the moment. Anyway, that's kind of my view on Forex at the moment. Nothing really that excites me. Maybe US dollar Japanese yen is looking like an opportunity, but apart from that, it is sit quietly and enjoy the quiet time. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.